Hello everyone! So, another Daima episode in the same week, 2 episodes a week, because of the fact that I was late last week. But yeah, we got more Daima. I'm also a bit tired because of the fact that I just had my birthday party. I'm recording this on Saturday, by the way, uploading it on Sunday, and my actual birthday is tomorrow on Monday the 16th. But I had my birthday party. I just watched the episode Dragon Ball Daima. It was a big episode, and I just wanted to talk about it. So let's talk about it, shall we? We technically have kind of like 2 things happening in this episode. So I'm first gonna talk about the main gang, then I'm gonna talk about Cou, and then I'm gonna talk about the lore drop, baby. So, starting off, now that we have gotten everything from Demon Realm World number 3, let's head over to number 2. So we head over to number 2, but before we can do that, Shin makes a observation about the fact, why don't we just go to number 1? And it's like, because we need the Dragon Ball from number 2. Come on, we discussed this. So we head over to Demon World number 2, and immediately I was like, hey, this looks like Namek, because you got a bunch of islands and a lot of water. But I was like, hey, this is Namek. God, that's cool. Meanwhile, with Hybis on their way to meet up with Goku once again, Hybis is like, I want Bulma. Simple as that. Can't make it any more simpler. He wants Bulma. Which, alright, look, that's a child. I don't care if it's an adult woman. That's a child. That's a bit weird. But then Vegeta immediately like, that's my wife. And then Hybis is like, I don't mind. So, okay, so he doesn't mind going into a relationship that already has 2 people in it. Hybis, you are into some weird stuff, my friend. And also, Vegeta gets a bit upset with Bulma because of the fact that she, wants to kind of stay a child because, Bulma really cares about her skin. And at a young age, her skin is absolutely pristine. So she wants to stay at a young age. And then Hybis is like, so, Vegeta, you must like big boobs. And I paused the episode and laughed for a good 5 minutes. I was not expecting that. But then Vegeta claps back at him, where it's like, that's not the point. And then Piccolo's like, well, he didn't deny it. So he does. Vegeta is a beast. He likes Sydney Sweeney. Which, to be honest, when big breasts are concerned, she's always the first one that pops to mind. Because for some reason, after Madam Web came out, the whole internet started to focus on her and her big assets. Also, if Boobies is going to become the main villain of the show, Vegeta's gonna have some issues, because she has 2 big assets on her as well. So, back with Goku. So, as they are traversing the Demon Realm number 2, they get attacked by the army, which is what I'm gonna call these guys, because I don't remember the names. I just wrote down the army. So, they get attacked by the army, and then Glorio tries to fight back, but it doesn't really work, so Goku jumps out and takes them all out, gets back inside. But beforehand, Shin talked about a Kraken, so let's have that trouble as well. So the Kraken attacks, takes the ship. However, everyone gets out, but then Pansy hops back inside in order to grab something. So Goku goes in there to save her, and as the ship is being crushed, he's like, grab my hand! And my first thought was like, dude, once you grab her hand, instant transmission out of there. He doesn't! We have this whole tension moment, but for me, it wasn't really tension, because the moment that he grabs her hand, he can instant transmission back to Glorio and Shin. Easily. Why doesn't he do that? No. Instead, what he does is they climb out of the Kraken and fly off. And if you're wondering what Pansy went back for, now, I actually saw a clip of this on Twitter today. This morning, actually. And I was like, why did you go back? But the clip never showed. Well, she went back for the Dragon Ball. So, to be honest, she went back for a valid reason, and I like that. But she grabbed the Dragon Ball, and now they're all flying. However, I think Shin notices that Pansy's kind of falling behind. So, we need to make a stop and just wait for Vegeta and the rest. So, Glorio's like, well, Namek is close by. The place where the Namekians used to live. So they go over there. The place is deserted. And then Goku's like, oh, it's Vegeta! And then he flies over there. And then, obviously, it's like, how does he know? It's like, because he can sense that. And then Gloria's like, impressive boy, isn't he? However, once again, I would like to bring it up again. Why doesn't Goku just teleport? He uses instant transmission. Why? He flies all the way over, gets to them, and then he warns them about the Kraken. But he can't really do that because it's kind of like soundproof. So that Piccolo's like, open up the door. So Goku gets inside. It's like, watch out, monster! Fly high! And then the Kraken attacks because Vegeta has to make a comment about the fact, like, you were scared of a little fish! So then, it attacks. And then Vegeta gets scared. And, well, yeah. But once again, this could have been solved with instant transmission. Come on, man. He knows that He can sense Vegeta. If he can sense Vegeta, he can instant transmission to Vegeta. That's how this works. That's how it's been established, okay? Why doesn't he just use instant... you know what? Whatever. Who cares? I wrote in my notes Namek as Nakem. I just noticed that. But anyway, so they escape and they head over there. Also, when they get to the Namek place, Goku eats a revive bug who also fills up his tummy a little bit. So it's kind of like a senzu bean. But they arrive and I'm going to leave it here for a bit, okay? I'm just going to leave it here. Because where we are going now is with Majin Cou. Because I will take back everything I said about him in the last episode, alright? I will take... okay, maybe not everything. I still don't really like the coloration. It's not really pleasing to the eyes. I still think his design is fine. If you have a problem with it, you have a problem with Toriyama, because this is clearly Toriyama. And also, I would like to say that this Majin Cou character is classic Toriyama, because he's not what you expect at all. Because Cou goes up to the Tamagami 1 and he's like, fight me! And he has actually a pretty cool looking fight with him. And then after he uses everything he has, he's like, I give up, I lost. And then he goes back to boobies. And he's like, sorry, I lost. I'll get him next time. And it's like, oh, okay, so Majin Cou is just a gag character, you know? A funny character kind of thing. You expect him to be this next big boss, and he's just a joke. Classic Toriyama, what can I say? I'm not even upset about this. I thought it was actually pretty funny. I was like, wait, what? He's weak? I actually thought it was pretty funny. So everything about him being the main villain of the show, the main thing that they have to defeat, and the fact that they need to use fusion in order to defeat Majin Cou, I'll take that back, alright? I'll take that back. Just, alright? Because unless the Tamagami 1 is so powerful, I don't really believe that Majin Cou is all that powerful. But yeah, and then afterwards, boobies, tells him that he's fired, and then Cou is like, why? Come on, look, I'm powerful. I can do grocery shopping really fast, and I can sing. I got the voice of an angel. And I was like, really? That you want to win her back with like shopping and singing? Alright, cool. So let's go back to the main gang for the final part of this episode, which is the lore dump. Because now that we are all together, Shin is like, I could give you guys a big lore dump. And Goku's like, let's not say we did, shall we? And then, you know, Shin still goes on to say it because Bulma wants to hear it. So I have written down the whole speech, and I will read it to you right now. Here we go. Long ago, a supreme demon king sought to expand the demon realm. He ordered the powerful Super Majin Raimus to create the universes. All 13 of the universes. They were made, and Raimus selected a few of the Glints who would then become Supreme Kais of those universes to kind of oversee things. Alright, I got a little bit of an issue here. It's not necessarily with lore, it's what I see. Because why isn't Elder Kai on there? You see Shin next to Gowasu when he's talking about the lore dump, like the fact that it's like though they were selected, but like he wasn't selected early on. It was the old guy who was selected, and then Shin was selected. I guess we're just gonna say that the old guy and Shin look alike, and that's why it happened. All right, but it's just a little bit of an animation error that I just thought I'd talk about. However, afterwards, Bulma's like, so are we all from the demon realm? Are we all like descendants of Majins? And then he's like, no. Earthlings and Saiyans were born after the expansion of the universes. So they aren't Majin. Simple as that. And also, they use the Warp Sama in order to go between the realms. However, when Dabura's father, became the Supreme Demon King, he decided to limit Warp Sama because he was afraid of what the outside world could do. And that's the backstory. So I guess before Toriyama died, he wanted to give the origin of the universe. You know what? One positive thing is he can never retcon this again. Look, I miss him. I wish he didn't die. But the dude loved his retcons, man. I mean, he retconned Majin Buu like 15 times. And then a 16th time in this show. But this is the official origin as we know the Dragon Ball world to be. So basically, all the universes came from the demon realm. That's interesting. I don't really have an opinion on this. I thought the lore was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't like the fact that Shin and Elder Kai, you know, that kind of stuff. But overall, I thought that the lore dump was pretty fine. I don't really see any retcons or anything like that, because the thing is, Toriyama has never explained the origin of the universe. So it doesn't really retcon anything outside of, you know, just giving us new information. After that, we also learned that the glint trees, they have died. So basically, Shin is one of the last glints alive. And afterwards, the gang decides to travel together. And then Bulma suggests that Glorio flies, and then Hybis is like, what's that supposed to mean? And then Bulma's like, well, he knows the place, you don't, so it makes sense. And he's like, alright, fine. So Glorio's now gonna fly us around, and then afterwards, Neva, which I think that was his name, I wrote that down. Yes, Neva appears. And that's how the episode ends. So, I don't know what's gonna happen, dude. I mean, I don't even know what, Neva is. Is he gonna be a good guy? Is he gonna be a bad guy? Who's to say? I don't know what his alignment is. I also don't know if he's gonna travel with the gang or not. I guess we'll find that one out next week. Man, I am loving Daima so much, dude. I really hope there isn't gonna be something that destroys this entire thing for me, because I kind of have the same feeling with the Goku Black arc. I thought that it was really good until they kept going back and forth, and then the whole Goku never kissing Chi-Chi and all that stuff it just became bad. And then the ending ruined everything. So please let this have a good ending. Please, Toriyama, I've written something good. Please. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought this episode was absolutely fantastic. I loved the lore dump. I loved Majin Cou's bait and switch, where it's like in the last episode, oh look, we got a new Majin Buu kind of thing, and then it's like he's just a complete joke. I love that kind of stuff. And I like the fact that the gang is now fully traveling together. Big fan of that. So, tell me what you guys thought in the comment section down below of the latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima titled Ocean. Did you love it? Did you not? Just let me know. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you're done so already, turn on notifications. And don't forget to check out my Let's Play channel. Link in the description and at the end of the video. And I will see you guys next week on Sunday for my review of episode 11 of Dragon Ball Daima titled Legend. Bye!